Good morning. I'm Dave Apsley. I'm a forester and a natural resources specialist with Ohio State University Extension. Today I'm joining you from Fairmont Cemetery in Jackson, Ohio, and I'd like to introduce you to this beautiful specimen of northern catalpa. This tree is nearly 4 feet in diameter. It's absolutely a wonderful specimen. So how do we identify northern catalpa? Well, the first thing is catalpa is whorled. So you're going to find leaves that are arranged in a whorl. When you get to the twig and you look at that point on the twig, you're actually going to find 3 leaves attached at that same node or point on the twig, which is very unique. It's the only tree species that we commonly find in Ohio that is whorled. We do have a shrub, buttonbush, that also has whorled branching or whorled leaf arrangement and branching, but catalpa is the only tree that's common in Ohio that is whorled. Leaves are simple. Keys say 7 to about 12 or 5 to about 12 inches in length. I commonly see them 8 to 12 inches in length. They're large, they're heart-shaped with lobes at the base, so if you turn them upside down, they look a lot like a heart. They're kind of a light green or a limeish green on top, even lighter on the underside, raised veins, and a velvety, hairy or tomentose feel to the underside. You can see kind of a white color to the underside of this leaf. In the spring, at the tip of the twigs, you're going to see clusters of flowers, spike-like clusters with dozens of flowers that have 5 petals. They're a little over an inch in diameter, the flowers are. They're whitish, but they have these purple and yellowish color tinges or tints on the inside of the flower. Very beautiful in these spikes in late spring. And then later in the year, if I can find them, they will produce, about now they're starting to produce these pods, these elongate bean-looking pods. The pods can be up to 18 inches in length, and they're full of seeds. So even after the leaves fall, you'll see these pods hanging on. Some people call it a cigar tree because the pods resemble somewhat of a cigar. And then finally, another really unique thing about this species is it has a species of caterpillar, and I just lost him. There he is. It has a species of caterpillar that feeds only on catalpa. It's called the catalpa sphinx moth, and it feeds exclusively on northern, and it'll feed on southern catalpa too. You'll find these massive groups of these caterpillars on the undersides of the leaves. If you look at this leaf, it's got a big bite out of it. This one's getting fairly large. It's probably about 2 inches in length, but they can get much larger in length and much bigger in diameter. They can be yellowish with black accents along the back. They can also be very dark in color. A lot of folks like these to fish with, and they make excellent bait. The other thing, you'll have this horn on the tail end of this caterpillar. So again, this is northern catalpa. It's a neat species. You'll also notice it has deeply furrowed bark. This one has a classic nectria canker on it. You can see where a limb has fallen off or died, and it's got that canker on it. And then finally in the winter, they're kind of unique looking because they have such stout branching, and because of that whorled branching, and they support very large leaves. So they look dead. They look like they've been totally dead in the winter. You'll have these crooked branches. You'll rarely see a central leader. They've got really unusual shape and form. They're kind of spooky or eerie looking in the fall and the winter months. They'll also hang on to those pods later into the growing season as well. So thank you for your time, and be sure to spend at least part of your day in the woods.